Hi everyone, this is math for Thursday, January 21st. This is math for Thursday, January 21st. You are going to need counters if you have them, or Unifix cubes, or cotton balls, something you can use to count with, or buttons, or you can just have paper and you can draw on the paper, but try to find something that you can count with. Maybe pieces of cereal, okay? I'm going to use these cubes, but you can use whatever you can to count with. I will have you pause me and go find something to use that you can count with. Maybe it's even pennies. Anything at all will work. So pause me and go find those in your math book. And it is page 243 in your math book. Or your packet, 243. Math for Wednesday, Thursday, January 21st. So you need page 243 and something to count with. And a pencil. Okay. We're going to start with learning about problem solving and acting it out. When we do problem solving, when we have word problems, we underline what we know and we circle what we need to find out. 3 red birds are on a branch. There are 2 more yellow birds than red birds on another branch. How many yellow birds are there? Okay, so we underlined what we know, circled what we need to know. We did that. So we understand the problem. We need to find out how many yellow birds are there. How will I solve the problem? I'm going to use items that I can count. There are 3 red birds on a branch. Okay. I don't really have 3 red counters, but I do have 3. Okay. There are 2 more yellow birds than red birds. So I'm going to make another group of 3. I'm going to make another group of 3, but there are 2 more than 3 in the yellow group. So 2 more than 3 is 3 plus 2. 2 more than 3 is 5. So we had 3 Unifix cubes. We added 2 more because there are 2 more yellow than red. So I could color these. So there were 3 red. And then we would have another set. So we would have to make 2 more than the 3 red. So it's not just 2 yellow. We have to make 2 more than 3. So that was going to be 5 yellow birds. 5 yellow birds. So we can use counters, cotton balls, cereal, anything you can use to help you count. Okay, so we can draw those and act it out. Is my answer reasonable? There were more yellow birds. There were more yellow birds than red birds. If there were 3 red birds and 2 more yellow birds than red, our answer has to be bigger than 3, and 5 was bigger than 3. So yes, our answer was reasonable. Okay, so on the back side of that page, 244, Susan found 3 shells on the beach. We know that, so we're going to all underline it. Jamar found 1 more shell than Susan did. Underline that. How many shells did Jamar find? Susan found 3 shells on the beach. So this is what Susan found, 3 shells. Jamar found 1 more shell than Susan did, so I can add that on. So how many did Jamar find? We can also draw. Susan found 3 shells on the beach. Jamar found 1 more shell than Susan did, so we could draw 1 more. How many shells did Jamar find? And what's the answer? Yep, 4. So we drew 3 shells plus 1 more. Jamal found 1 more. So we had 3 plus 1 more equals 4 shells. Is my answer reasonable? Let's go back and look. Susan had 3, Jamar found more, so our answer had to be more than 3, and our answer was 4. So yes, our answer was reasonable. Okay, next page. Page 245, page 245. Lou picked 7 apples. You're going to underline what you know. Jordan picked 1 more apple than Lou did. Underline what you know. Circle what we need to know. How many apples did Jordan pick? All right, Lou picked 7 apples. I can put a train of 7 cubes together. So I can do this, or I can draw apples, or I can draw squares. So this is what Lou picked, 7 apples. Jordan picked 1 more apples than Lou. So I'm going to add another cube. And 7 plus 1 is 8. 7 plus 1 is 8. Does our answer make sense? Is our answer reasonable? Lou picked 7. Jordan picked 1 more than Lou did. So our answer has to be more than 7. And we know that 7 plus 1 is 8. So yes, our answer is reasonable. Okay, number 2. The girls have 12 necklaces in all. Kim has the same number of necklaces as Lynn. Okay, the girls have 12 all together. Kim has the same number of necklaces as Lynn. How many necklaces does each girl have? This is a little different, you guys, so we really have to think about it when we do problem solving. So we have 2 girls. We have Kim and Lynn. We have Kim and Lynn. All together, they have 12 necklaces. Each girl has the same number of necklaces. So we're going to take that 12 and split it into 2 equal groups. This is where we can think of doubles. What plus what equals 12? It's got to be the same number. It's got to be a double. Some of you know already, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 12 cubes out, and you can get 12 of whatever you're using to count with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I need one more. Okay, I have 12. Right? I have a group of 12. Each cube represents one necklace. Kim and Lynn all together, if they put their necklaces together, all together, they have 12. They each have the same amount. So, what plus what equals 12? They each have the same amount. So, we're going to put these into 2 equal parts. So, I can take one off of this end, put it in at one side, take one off of this end, put it on this side. So I'm just separating them into 2 equal groups till I have none left. This one goes in this group. This one goes in this group. This one goes over here. This one goes over here on this side. This one goes over here. This one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes on this side. This one goes on this side. And this one goes on this side. So now I have 2 equal groups. Each group has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each group has 6 necklaces or 6 cubes. So 6 plus 6 equals 12. Each girl has 6 necklaces. Let's see if that makes sense. I think Kim has 6 and Lynn has 6. They both, if they put their necklaces together, they have 12. They each have the same number of necklaces as each other. So Kim has the same amount as Lynn, and Lynn has the same amount as Kim. If they have 12 altogether, we take that 12 and we separate it into 2 equal groups. We're going to get 6 in one group and 6 in the other group. That's a double. 6 plus 6 is 12. So each girl, that's the question. How many necklaces does each girl have? Each girl has 6 necklaces. Okay, number 3. This is kind of hard too. When we do problem solving, we really have to use our head and we have to think really hard. We're going to underline what we know. The clown sells toys in boxes of 2, 4, and 6. So, sometimes he sells boxes with a box with 2 toys. He also has a box with 4 toys, and he has a box with 6 toys. Nella's mom buys 2 boxes with 10 toys in all. So her mom, Nella's mom, buys 2 of these boxes, but it has 10 toys in. Altogether, they have 10 toys. So what we need to figure out is which 2 boxes did she buy? Explain how you solve the problem to a friend. So if the clown has one box with 2 toys, another box with 4, and another box with 6, Nella's mom bought 2 of these boxes so that she would have a total of 10 toys. So which 2 boxes could she have bought out of the 3? Well, could she have bought the box with the 2 and the box with the 4 toys? Box with the 2, box with the 4. If we add those together, we're only going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So could she have bought the 2 box and the 4 box? Does that equal 10? Nope, it doesn't, does it? What about if she bought the box with 2 toys and the box with 6 toys? There's the box with 2 toys. Let's make a box with 6 toys. Did she buy the 2 and the 6 boxes? If we put those together, we only have 8. She needed 10 toys altogether. So 2 plus 6 is not 10. What 2 numbers up here equal 10? Let's try the 4 and the 6. What if she bought the box with the 4, and then the other box she bought had 6? And if we put those together, we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we put those together, we're going to get 10. So which 2 boxes did she buy? The boxes with 4 toys and 6 toys. Because all together, she wanted 10 toys. So she only had to buy 10 toys. So which box did she not buy? The box with 2 toys, right? Because she didn't need all 3 boxes, because that would have given her 12 toys, and she only needed 10. So she bought 1 box with 4 toys and 1 box with 6 toys. How can we solve problems if they're harder like this? We can use manipulatives, we can draw, and think really hard. It's also important to reread and reread to try to understand it. Underline what they're telling you. Circle what you need to know. What you need to find out. That's going to help you a lot. Okay. We are ready for... Let me make sure I did them all on that last page. Yep. We are ready for 246. 246. Okay. What I'm going to have you do on 246 is I need you to try this on your own. You're going to read the story problem. You're going to underline what you know, what they're telling you. You're going to circle what you need to know. Then you're going to try to figure out the answer. You can draw. You can use manipulatives. Down here, the same thing. Underline what you know. Circle what you need to know. You're going to figure out which part goes with 2 to make 9. And then the bottom, the same thing. Underline what you know, circle what you need to know. You can draw, you can use manipulatives. See if you can figure out those problem-solving answers. So go ahead and pause me, do this, and then come back to me, and we're going to check it over. Okay, here we go. There are 5 boats in the lake. There are 6 boats out of the lake. We know those 2 facts, so we're going to underline those. We're going to circle how many boats are there in all. Okay, so we have 5 boats. So I have a group of 5, or you can draw a picture. You could have drawn a picture. I have 5 boats and I have 6 boats. If I put them together, I have 5 plus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How many boats are there in all? 11. Or I could have just added 5 plus 6. I know that 5 plus 5 is 10. So 5 plus 6 is 11. So if you got that right, give yourself a great big pat on the back. Okay. Underline what we know. The girls ride in 2 taxis. The boys ride in some taxis. There are 9 taxis in all. How many taxis do the boys ride in? Okay, so the girls, this is the girls, they ride in 2 taxis. How many taxis do the boys have? If all together they have 9 taxis. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with the girls. I'm going to make a group of 2, or you can draw. So I'm going to make 2 taxis. And then I'm going to add till I get to 9, because altogether there were 9. So I'm going to add a taxi until I get to 9. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to stop when I get to 9 because that's how many taxis there were. 8, 9. So I have 9 taxis. The girls rode in 2, so I'm going to take those away. 9, take away the 2 taxis, leaves me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 taxis left. So the boys had 7 taxis. The girls had 2. All together there were 9 taxis. 7 plus 2 equals 9 taxis. To find the answer, I could have subtracted, which I kind of did. 9 take away 2 equals 7. If 9 is a whole, I take away 2 of the parts, I'm going to have 7 left over. So there were a few different ways there to solve that. If you got that right, give yourself a great big pat on the back because that was critical thinking there. Okay, Alan counts 7 lamps. Kurt counts the same number of lamps. So Alan counts 7. Kurt counts the same number. So he counts 7. How many lamps do Kurt and Alan count? 7 plus 7. I can draw pictures. I can use my counters. This is Alan counts 7. And then Kurt counts the same number. So see how those are equal? 7 plus 7 equals, that is a double, I think, of days of the week. 7 plus 7 is 14 lamps. 14 was the answer. If you got that right, go whoop, whoop. Okay, good job. Good job. Okay. The next page is by homework, 247 and 248. I want you to do by yourself, just like we've been doing. It's my homework page. I want you to do the front and the back. You can use anything to count with. You can draw pictures. Do the front and the back and send it to your teacher. Upload it and send it to your teacher. That's your assignment. Okay? So you have a little bit more math to do on your own. Do it and upload it and send it. Okay? All right, so remember, underline what you know, circle what you need to know, act it out to solve the problem. Use counters, manipulatives, anything you can count, or you can just draw a picture. Okay, draw pictures. All right, good job today. That was math. I hope you have a good rest of your day.